31st century, futuristic fly. The penthouse is the projects and everybody flies.
Bullseye! What an amazing finish! Connection! UK Ultimate Cycle! Brilliant, brilliant Taylor!
To have all that power.
Van Gerwen stands on top of the world of darts!
I'm tripping off the power.
Taylor, devastating! Mighty Michael Van Gerwen!
Is the sport of darts entering a new era?
Gentlemen, time to meet the world #1 and the former champion of the world, Michael
to Phil Taylor, the side of the stage. I said to him, one chance to 9 darts, and he said just one.
Yeah, you know, he'd love to have 2 here against Michael. Prove a point, prove he's the best ever, and that there'll be no disputing that now or in the future. He wants to make a big point tonight, I feel.
What are you expecting from these two? World #1, world #2. Taylor doesn't like the fact that he's #2 in the world now.
He doesn't like being #2 in any sense of the word. He had to walk on first. He doesn't like that. And but you know, on the other hand, Michael here, world #1, playing better than anyone else right now. And he's not going to roll over just because Phil decides he's going to play really well. He can match Phil dart for dart. I think maybe just Phil might have a little more desire tonight.
The atmosphere is simply breathtaking here at the Capital FM Arena in Nottingham. Darts, big two collide. Wayne Mardle and Rod Studd, your commentators.
Yeah, thanks Dave, thanks John. As you saw from the league table, the winner here of this mouth-watering matchup will go to the Premier League summit ahead of Dave Chisnell, who was beaten earlier. The big two about to do battle for the first time in 2015. Their last clash was in the World Series in Perth. Phil Taylor won 11-9, but their last real biggie was the World Match Play final last July, the Winter Garden stage, where Phil Taylor dispatched Michael van Gerwen 18-9 with 107 average. It was a beating that van Gerwen will not forget in a hurry and has not forgotten, Wayne Mardle.
Well, he had Michael crying into his runner-up trophy, didn't he? Michael van Gerwen since then has hit another level. He's been somewhat unbeatable in tournaments, and especially in this Premier League. He's topped the table the last 2 years. Can he do it again? This we've been looking forward to for weeks. Should be a belter.
Well, we mentioned the World Match Play there. That lose Michael van Gerwen from the triple crown of the Premier League and the World Match Play and the World Championship itself. Only Phil Taylor has completed those 3 big tournaments, and he's done it 3 times in the same year also, 06, 09 and 2010, when he won the Worlds, the Premier League and the Match Play.
Michael van Gerwen added the UK Open title to his growing resume, but the one he wants, obviously the Worlds, but the Match Play as well. And he would win the Triple Crown then, wouldn't he?
94.
Well, those are the tournaments by which players are judged. Phil Taylor and Michael van Gerwen really have dominated the Premier League. Phil Taylor, in terms of finishing top, I mean, Phil Taylor 8 times top of the table. MVG top the last 2 seasons.
Michael van Gerwen 128.
Well, it's got to be said, 2 nervous darters. Double 10 would cure that. Early nerves dispatched. 1-8 dispatched. Michael van Gerwen breaks the throw. What a start from MVG.
98.
As Wayne mentioned, Michael van Gerwen won the UK Open. Phil Taylor lost to Peter Wright in the quarters, 10-6. He averaged 108.5
100.
and lost.
Over 18 legs. Used to be unheard of, not now.
100.
These players have taken the game to another level, and I'm sure within the next 10 minutes we're going to see that level.
Spluttering start from the power, but nowhere near full power.
100.
Phil Taylor's last 3 practice starts were a 180.
100.
Nowhere near hitting 2 trebles yet in the same visit. Michael finding his feet, averaging 104.
170 left. Kim Huybrechts took it out last week. Phil Taylor now hunting his first maximum. Good time to get it also. Oh no. Well, that would have rattled Phil Taylor's cage and no mistake.
121.
Michael broke with a 1-8. And Phil breaks straight back with a 1-2-1. 11 or treble 11. Double 14.
107.
Well, those fine margins could decide this match, because if MVG goes out and goes 2-zip, that miss will be expensive. Oh my, double 6 does not go out.
Far too quick from Michael van Gerwen. Rushed the 2nd and 3rd darts. For most players, double 7 can prove problematic. Phil Taylor's darts lay down. That does not block the bed. That does not block the bed.
Last dance in hand, double 7 leveler from the power. And he loves it, doesn't he? He loves it. And in the Premier League last year, John and I were talking, Wayne, about that amazing 7-0 whitewash in Liverpool by MVG in the first meeting. But Phil Taylor, of course, had his revenge in Aberdeen, didn't he? 7-4.
140.
It's Phil's first 140. He has it at 180. The last 20 meetings between these two. 10 wins to Phil Taylor, 9 wins to Michael, with a draw thrown in. Hardly anything to choose between them.
85.
Well, his last couple of matches, Van Gerwen, have both ended in draws to Lewis and Peter Wright. And odd affairs they were too. Michael Van Gerwen thought Adrian Lewis was playing too slowly, and Peter Wright was making too much noise and egging the crowd on. I'm not sure what he expects. Does he expect a pre-match meeting with his opponent to arrange what he should do to suit him?
Well, he's been so used to winning, and when he doesn't, he's become slightly vexed. And will not want to lose this one.
Lovely shooting. Super cover shooting from Van Gerwen now. Taylor clinging onto his throw, looking at 139. And so the possibility, Wayne, of a third consecutive break at the start of this match.
Indeed.
99.
Good 60 there from Phil.
87.
51-36. 20 or treble. Double 5 now.
82.
Again, rushed. These are nervous players, you know.
He's had darts to win every leg, Van Gerwen. He'll be behind if Taylor takes out tops or tens. I'm not sure what disturbed the power, but whatever it was, he's missed again, and he now wants double 5.
35.
Is it the grip? Is the grip just a little loose?
Well, I
A little bit of
thought
sweat, perhaps?
he moved over. I don't think he was comfortable from the very, very get-go. Phil will be absolutely livid.
Game on.
But this is what Michael Van Gerwen has been doing for the last, well, 3 years. He's taken his chances and then he's punished his opponent. That's why he's world #1.
Phil Taylor irritated, and he's every right to be. But, as we've said many, many times before, he is still the master about obliterating what has happened or just gone and consigning it to the darting dustbin of history.
140.
What happened yesterday or the day before does not matter. It's what's happening now.
100.
You see the look on Phil Taylor's face. He knows that he's not throwing as he would like. Sometimes, just sometimes, you know, even if the darts are not going in the desired bed, if you keep throwing them correctly, they will.
And he is the only player in the 2015 Premier League to have averaged over 100 in every match up to press.
140.
Phil Taylor has averaged over a ton in 24 of his last 25 big stage games. That is some consistency. It's amazing.
Is it ever? Now, he's had one attempt at a 1-2-1 here, ended in a missed double 14 attempt. This time it's going to culminate on the bull if he can hit treble 17, which he can, to level the match then.
96. Michael 36.
Well, fair to say that Van Gerwen is outplaying him, but Taylor could have levelled. May still do so. May still do so.
25.
Edgy, isn't it? Single 9. Double 8. Oh, there was no drama about that one. We have a level game, and you've got to admit, there's been high finishes and missed darts at doubles by both. So, all level it is, somehow.
Every leg against the throw. Well, it is edgy, isn't it? And, of course, it's not a match that's a death or glory game, is it? It's not the World Championship final. They both have plenty of chance to qualify in the top 4, but the edginess shows just how important they feel to be able to put one over on their main rival is.
It's all about one-upmanship. They win 7-4. They could well do. But you're right, completely right, Rod. The fact that They want to beat each other so much that it's affecting their game.
100.
Well, between them, they've missed 13 darts at double so far in 4 legs. You'll be surprised if that continued.
100.
That rate. You see.
Well, I thought breaks of throw were going to be hard to come by.
140.
Michael van Gerwen's first dart is just being a tad high. Just high enough for him to not be able to work off it.
$201 apiece. Phil Taylor looking to reduce that to 61.
140.
Well, the look on Phil's face for that last dart, that was a case of get in there rather than hoping.
177.
Well,
pressure applied.
Yeah, that
61.
makes that 61 look like 161. 20 for tops now. Just squeeze it in, right-hand side, big darts.
41. Michael
The
Newport,
previous visit from Van
24.
Gerwen did the trick.
Yes.
That
is how you break a game. 201 in 4 darts, 177, game shot. One of these players has just got to put their foot down and refuse to be broken.
Well, we often say that the first break of throw will be crucial. Here we say the first hold of throw will be crucial.
But correct.
133.
Great cover shooting.
$60.
Winner to go top of the Premier League tonight. If it is a draw, Dave Chisnell stays in pole position despite losing 7-3 to the Bullet, Stephen Bunting, tonight.
136.
Michael's first dart is proving a bit of a
96.
problem. Cannot seem to find the 60 bed with it. Taylor, if he doesn't hit a treble here, which he has, so looking to leave.
100.
92. Well, he's left 132. Always a roof raiser.
$96.
Not the finish that Michael van Gerwen took out to win the Premier League against Phil Taylor. Was that a 1-3-2 from memory?
Yes.
Well, he's going to go for the bull again. He was looking for 2 bulls.
92.
Double 16.
Michael Newport, 109.
60. Treble 19. Well, that leaves 68. 48
61.
left.
Phil Newport, 40.
Both looking uncomfortable.
Well, this is for another break. This is extraordinary, it really is. Double 10 for Phil Taylor. And the match is level. Every leg has gone to the player throwing second. Absolutely amazing.
Every dart Phil Taylor has thrown at double tops has been low by a mile. Nerves can sometimes make you feel a bit weak.
$60. $137.
The 60 from Taylor punished. This man, the most successful player in PDC history, against the second
99.
most successful player in PDC history, Michael van Gerwen.
$140.
Well, that now puts Van Gerwen in command of this leg on the Taylor throw.
$100.
Phil just picking up the pace for those last 3 darts. Maybe he feels that that's the way forward. And if you remember when he played Peter Wright a few weeks ago, that was rapid. And he played well in that match, so maybe he's looking for something a bit different. We shall see by this throw. Should throw quicker now.
Should put the lot in here.
140.
He'll be disappointed.
He will be.
29.
He will be. From that line, mind you, it might be irrelevant. Double 12. Oh, my goodness me.
105. Fully reply 102.
Blink and you miss it, finishing Van Gerwen. He did miss it as it happened.
For a hold of throw. Double 16 for something we haven't seen.
70.
Something we might not see. A hold of throw.
24.
Incredible.
Double 12. 7 legs against the darts consecutively, and Van Gerwen leads again. And he has the darts. Can somebody hold throw? Somebody somewhere.
Well, I thought it would be a close game, but not like this. Odd. This has to be followed.
And it is.
140.
Well, it is odd playing, isn't it? Never seen the like. And that is Michael Van Gerwen's, believe it or not, first maximum of the match, and it comes midway through the 8th leg.
I think the last time Michael went 7 legs about 180, he was about 4 years of age. Oh, hello!
Well, even with Phil Taylor's 180, Van Gerwen now has got 3 in his hand to go 5-3 up, whatever Phil Taylor produces here. Purple patch from both players, best darts of the match.
Michael Lepar, 36.
We should see a hold of throw, and it may be in 10 darts. That is why it's a hold of throw! 5-3, Michael Van Gerwen. Averaging 106.69 now. And he hasn't looked that good, has he? This is how good he is.
Well, and how good Phil Taylor is also, because he's averaging 100, and we're thinking Phil Taylor is having an ordinary night at the office as well, so testimony to their talent.
93.
Still to come tonight, the world champion Gary Anderson against Adrian Lewis, and then the 2 cellar dwellers, Kim Huybrechts and Peter Wright, duel to get out of the bottom 2. Big games to come. Big darts from Phil Taylor here. Maximum. His 3rd.
$140.
Oh, this is superb now from both. Got a switch, Phil. Oh, he does this too often.
100.
Switches across, can leave a 170, and who knows? You cannot miscount against the quality that takes to the Premier League stage.
98.
And as if to underline it, Wayne, Michael Van Gerwen immediately starts on the 19s, knowing that 2 singles and a treble 20 leaves a finish. Now, he's odds on to not take it out. We know that. We know that, but at least he's got a squeak.
105.
It wasn't possible for Phil Taylor to win the leg at that visit, and it could have been. He could be punished to the hilt. Punished to the hilt!
145. Phil Taylor, 57.
Well, he was nearly given a spanking and sent to bed with no supper for his maths error. Tops, though. Well, this is crucial. Oh, and he's missed it. And Van Gerwen now can seal at least a draw.
Michael should think to himself, the way Phil Taylor missed that double 10, I have been running. I have been running scared. That was just one nervous start at a double from Phil Taylor. We have not seen him this nervous since probably the World Championships.
Well, Phil Taylor has lost every single leg of darts in this match in which he's thrown first.
Probably the last time that happened was when he played Michael van Gerwen last year in the Premier League.
Indeed. On that occasion, only 7 legs were played.
140.
Here, he's lost 5 legs on his own darts. It's unheard of.
57.
Only 57 after the 180. Phil knows that a ton is not good enough. Well, there was a disgusted look over his face then. He's just been outplayed so far.
The finishing has been the issue, hasn't it? That's been the issue. Phil Taylor still hit 3 maximums, 8 140s, 15-ton pluses, but you know, if you miss a dozen darts at double against MVG, you're unlikely to win.
Yeah, his darts at double 20 have been the undoing of him. They've been poor. Treble 13.
159.
He loves it, doesn't he? He loves playing well.
Does he ever? And now Michael van Gerwen a single dart away from defeating Phil Taylor 7-3 and moving to the top of the Premier League here in Nottingham.
Phil Taylor more or less just throwing those away in a resigned manner, and so it proves to be. Michael van Gerwen beats Phil Taylor by 7 legs to 3. What a performance from MVG. There were 8 breaks of throw in total. Phil Taylor could not hold his own throw. Phil Taylor averaging 99. Michael van Gerwen 107.61. He goes to the top of the Premier League.
Night 6 of the Premier League live from Nottingham. 164 checkout from the Bullet. Stephen Bunting 7-3 whenever Chizzy. Barney average just 88. Destroyed by the machine James Wade 7-3. 107.613 average from Michael van Gerwen at 7-3 whenever Phil Taylor. Up next, this could have been the main event. Gary Anderson against Adrian Lewis, both world champions. And a basement battle to round off the night. Kim Heibrecht against Peter Wright. Good finishing from Michael van Gerwen. First time these two have met, you can see in 2015, you can see what it meant to him. Taylor disappointed. Van Gerwen celebrating a big, big win in front of 6,000 here in Nottingham. And the celebration's extra hard because Michael van Gerwen returns to the top of the table on 10 points from Dave Chisnell. Phil Taylor remains in 3rd spot. Let's hear from Michael van Gerwen right now. Talking to Stuart Pike.
Well, Michael, all smiles and back on top of the Premier League table.
Yeah, that's I couldn't wish any better tonight. We both were struggling in the beginning, me and Phil. We couldn't hold an own throw because we both wanted to win very hard because the winner of us was top of the table, and I knew that, and I just had to think by myself, just do the right thing on the right moments, and I'm really glad I did on the end. Phil missed a couple of doubles, and yeah, I'm really glad to beat the man himself, Phil Taylor.
You enjoy beating Phil, don't you?
I'm enjoying beating anyone, and that's the most important in darts. Doesn't matter who it is, just try your best always. And yeah, to defeat Phil Taylor himself on a stage like this and get then the top in the Premier League, yeah, it feels extra good.
It was a strange old game, as you said. The first 7 legs all won against the dart.
Against the throw, and every time I broke his throw, I told myself, just hold your throw for once. And I did it in I think the 8th leg, and I knew that was it. I knew from then I wasn't going to lose the game. Maybe a draw, but I knew for sure I wasn't going to lose. And Phil wasn't 100%, also on his doubles, sometimes in his triples. Left him as well, and we just want to play so good as possible every time. It's not always that easy, but
it's been a good week though. You win another major, the UK Open, and you're back on top of the Premier League.
Yeah, back. I won the UK Open. I played a fantastic tournament over there, and then this Premier League. I had a big night in front because, you know, Phil Taylor. You can't let yourself down against him because he always plays good, and it always different atmosphere because the people are always cheering him. There's only one Phil Taylor, and then there's extra nights for myself to beat him. And yeah, I'm really glad with my performance, and I hope I can keep it going for the next of the season.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Very animated, Michael van Gerwen. You can see what that meant to him, Wayne.
He said it, didn't he? They wanted to win so much because it meant the winner went to the top of the Premier League. But for me, Phil Taylor just looks so edgy because he's playing Michael van Gerwen. And yet, Michael didn't look that edgy towards the end. And he alluded to the 8th leg. That was it. That was the hold of throw. And it took a 10-darter to do that. Michael was then on a bit of a roll and feeling good about himself, as you heard. But Phil, there was a double 10 he threw that was just full of nerves. And I think that's when Michael knew that the writing was on the wall and it was going to be game over really soon.
The nerves, because it meant so much to both players.
For me, it's not just about being top of the pile in the Premier League. It's the fact that Michael's world #1. He's winning everything at the moment. Phil Taylor isn't. Phil wanted to put that right tonight, and that was his earliest opportunity to do so, rather than in a major where he got beat the weekend. He didn't take his opportunity because Michael really didn't let him. At 3-all, you're thinking could go any which way. At 5-3, there was only one way that was going.
It's been quite a good week for Michael van Gerwen, one way or another.
He just carries on with it. And I was chatting to him behind the scenes tonight, and he was kind of relaxed and just getting on with it. He averaged 107.61, and the game was riddled with mistakes. He could have won the first 3 legs, made a few errors on the doubles, but comes out winning 2-1 after those 3. Phil Taylor never settled. Michael van Gerwen did eventually. The MVG Green Machine steamroller just rolls on.
Next up, Gary Anderson against Adrian Lewis, and any other night this would have been the top billing.
I'm looking forward to this because Adrian's using different equipment, still with his same manufacturer, but got slightly more grip on. And he doesn't change that often, so I just want to see how he gets on with those.
It's about time Lewis woke up in this Premier League, isn't it, really?
He said before that he doesn't think the format suits him. He's reached the final back in 2011. Gary happened to beat him in that final. It's time, I agree with you, it's time he kind of put his head down and just made the playoffs and then see what happens. Ability is never a factor, it's whether he can get up for it. Hopefully, with the new equipment, tonight is the night.
Well, week 1 he averaged 114 pretty much. You could expect the same tonight, maybe?
Something similar. We want to see him hit the ground running again. Adrian is a bit like Barney. If it goes right in the first couple of legs, you're in trouble. If it doesn't, you should get an opportunity against him.
Adrian Lewis, the 2-time world champion, taking on the reigning champion of the world, the Flying Scotsman, Gary Anderson.
It's been a long time coming, and I finally got there.
Here comes Gary!
That Gary Anderson shows you have it all. That was magnificent.
Oh, Gary. What a performance.
That is absolute genius. The quality of a world champion.
It's Anderson. It's Gary Anderson. What a performance. And it's glory, Gary Anderson.
Betway sponsors Premier League darts on Sky Sports.